On Fox tonight, Oregon lawmakers are hearing public testimony regarding Measure 110.
That testimony isn't just about the bill that decriminalized drug possession in Oregon, but the bill's on the table right now to try to repeal it. Fox 12's Amel Elhel joins us live tonight from Salem with more. Amel?
Pete, Nora, that public testimony went on for hours tonight as lawmakers heard from dozens and dozens of people, both for and against the three bills on the table right now that would essentially repeal Measure 110, which, as we know, decriminalizes the possession of small amounts of drugs. As we saw tonight, it's a topic that many feel strongly about. It was a packed room at the state capitol as lawmakers heard public testimony regarding Senate Bill 1555 and House Bills 4036 and 4002. If passed, these bills would make drug possession a Class A felony rather than what it is under Measure 110, a Class C felony, essentially recriminalizing what was decriminalized back in 2020.
Ballot Measure 110 has been an unmitigated failure.
You can't expect it to work in 3 years after 50 years of destructive policy.
Both in person and virtually, dozens of people made their testimonies Wednesday night, many of whom shared personal stories, including Aaron Anderson, a police officer of 34 years who recounted the most recent time he was called to the scene of an overdose.
All of our attention was on that 15-year-old boy. He lay on the floor, motionless and blue. This is why this happens, you guys. I'm sorry. 15-year-old life passed through her fingers right there. And we all shed a tear. I don't think I can embrace it on the mother to tell her son is gone. So I need you to do the right thing here.
While some told stories of addiction in hopes of convincing lawmakers to move forward with these bills, others told stories urging them to vote against.
My brother died because there weren't resources that treated the different needs of a person with so much life left in them and decided their fate based on solely on the fact that they were not clean. He died because we as a state treat addiction as a crime and not as a public health issue.
Some people used their 2 minutes of speaking time to highlight the effect they believe these bills could have on the justice system.
So if you do this, it will not only cost more money, be inefficient and ineffective, it will grind the criminal justice system to a halt, and there are much better solutions.
While others told the committee they believe these bills simply aren't enough to address the drug crisis in Oregon.
I greatly appreciate the work of this committee and both the bills put forward as attempting to move us forward. What I see is that, quite frankly, I come tonight to say it's not enough. This crisis is so massive.
Now, tonight's hearing included testimony on Senate Bill 1555 and House Bill 4036, both of which have Republican support right now. But it's House Bill 4002 that has bipartisan support as of now. We are still waiting to learn more about the next step for these bills and if and when they'll be voted on. Live in Salem, I'm Fox 12 Oregon.